Hey everybody, so just a quick session to show you something that I covered last night on a talk that I was doing. Oh, hi Sherlock. So, on the workshop, it was actually a knee workshop that I was doing, but what I was trying to highlight, and I know I'm having to crouch down by the way, so what I was trying to highlight was how you can have a knee problem, but it's not necessarily coming from the knee or and so it can either track from the pelvis down or from the feet upwards. So what I want to do is just quickly show you what happens with the mechanics when you have dropped arches and how that tracks through to the knee, and then that tracks through to the hip, and that tracks through to the pelvis, and so on and so on. And ultimately, obviously, it can create a bad back. Okay, so I'm just going to step back so that you can see, because I wanted you to be able to see what actually happens when you've got dropped arches in your feet. Okay, so forgive my knobbly knees on this one, but I have got, at least I've got holiday toes at the moment because it's not long since I got back from holiday. Okay, so I actually have dropped arches in my feet, and so that's where they are naturally. But actually, that is where it should be. So that's where it is, and that's where it should be. But can you see how much rotation occurs in my knee? Which obviously is happening in my hip as well when I'm doing this. And obviously if I was standing up, then that would actually work its way through my pelvis as well. And it would change the positioning of basically the tilt of my pelvis, okay? So the thing is if you've got dropped arches, wearing arch supports can make a massive difference because it brings everything back into a better alignment. Now, the reality of it is, if your arches are having a significant effect, it weakens the body. And there's a way that I normally test in clinic using applied kinesiology, which is basically some muscle testing to see whether it's influencing the power in the body. But when it is, it affects the entire body. They get what we call global weakness. So it wouldn't matter what muscle I test, but I tend to have them standing first of all. I test the power in their arm when they're looking straight in front. The elbow has to be straight. See how strong they are without some orthotics. And they're really, really weak. But then I pop them on the orthotics, and then all of a sudden, they've got ultimate power, and it's completely different. And then I know that it's going to have a significant impact on their body. Okay, so it's something to bear in mind, because ultimately if your body is weak globally, your back is weak, and it can make it really, really vulnerable. Okay, so sorry for having to show you my little knobbly knees, but I think it's some important information that you could find useful. Anyway, hope you do, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye.